Hello students, I am Rashmi Ritapure from Sarhad College. Today we start chapter 3 from Inorganic Chemistry paper 1. Chapter 3 is Chemistry of Transition Elements. So let's start to Chemistry of Transition Elements. Alchemists tried to make lead into gold. They studied many materials and used mysterious symbols to represent these materials. So, in these pictures, here two alchemists are performing different reactions shown in the picture. So, who were they? Who are the alchemists? So, early scientists blending science, philosophy, and mysticism. The early scientists were known as alchemists. Their aim is to transform lead into gold, discover the philosopher's stone, and understand matter. Alchemists use mysterious symbols to represent materials, and for the for this goal, to achieve this goal, alchemists used experimental methods like heating, mixing, and distillation, laying the foundation for modern chemistry. Their curiosity and experiments shaped the future of science. Okay, so students, alchemist means scientist who blend science, philosophy, and mysticism. Transition elements. Elements where the last electron enters in n-1 orbital of the n-1th main shell is known as transition elements. So, where these transition elements are placed, or why we call them as a transition elements? So, transition elements are placed in between S block and P block of periodic table. They are forming a bridge. Hence, they are also called as a bridge elements, and they are called as a transition elements because they show transition in properties between S and P block elements. As they are placed in between S and P block elements, so they show transition of properties between S and P block element. So these transition elements are also called as a bridge elements or transition elements or D block elements. So what are physical properties of metals? Now one by one we see physical properties of metals which are in transition elements. So first property is transition elements are efficient conductors of heat and electricity. Second property is they are malleable, means they are hammered into thin sheets. They are ductile. Ductility means they can be pulled into wires. These are lustrous metals, means they show shiny appearance. And last property is all transition elements are metal at room temperature except mercury, which is liquid at room temperature. Okay, so in this PPT different transition elements were shown. First is platinum, most precious metal. It is most costly than gold. Then silver is shown, gold is shown, copper is shown. So in this PPT we discussed physical properties of metals. Transition metals, these are present in groups 3 to 12 of periodic table. Less reactive, harder metals, these are less reactive metals and they are harder as compared to others. Then transition metals these are used in jewelry and for the construction purpose. Means for jewelry making, all of you know that we use gold, silver and platinum, and for construction purposes we use iron, metal. Okay, so transition elements, mostly in transition elements metals are there. Next property of transition elements is colors. Transition elements show different colors, so they are used in drug industry, pharma industry, paint industry. And why transition elements shows color? Because transition elements in transition elements, electrons in partially filled d sublevel absorbs visible light, and this electron moves to slightly higher energy d orbital. So in this ppt, different colors of transition elements are shown. Okay, so transition elements are colored because they have partially filled d orbitals. When light hits them, for example, the color of TiH2O6 3+ is shown in this PPT. And what happens in TiH2O6 3+ complex? Here, this metal is partially filled, means in T2G level only single electron is there, and when light hit this electron absorbs energy and it goes to higher energy level. This electron jumps to higher energy level, that is Eg level. So in this Eg level, as this Eg level is higher energy level, so it is so this electron is unstable and it returns to the ground state, that is at T2G level, with emission of color, with reflection of color. Okay, and this reflected color is the color of titanium, TiH2O6 3+. In this, titanium shows purple color. Okay, similarly copper, iron, nickel, in the copper in Cu2+ state it shows blue color, while iron, which is in Fe3+ state, color of Fe3+ ion is yellow brown, and color of nickel, which is in Ni2+ state, is green color. Okay, so the color of transition metal depends on the electron transition and the surrounding environment of the metal ion. So thank you so much, students, for your attention.